welcome to The Dish. I'm your host, Anna Christina. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your Friday with me. We're kicking things off with Awareness with Anna. Today, we're focusing on bullying in the workplace, how to cope with it, and what to do if it happens to you. Joining me on set is author Ivy Ingram of Bullying Built Me. Now, you are familiar with bullying.
I am. I'm very familiar. It has happened to me several times throughout my career.
Wow, that's so unfortunate. And I think about kids being bullied, but it happens to adults as well. And grow up, people, right? First of all, is what I want to say. But let's break down who Ivy is first. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
So Ivy is, first let me start by saying I'm a mother, which most certainly really pushes my passion in everything that I do.
Right.
And I'm also a life coach, I'm a career coach, and I'm an educator. So I have worked in the K-12 system, and I've also worked in higher education. I love the beach, I love shopping, and I love spending time with my family and my friends. And most importantly, I just love advocating for others.
Girl, you sound like me. We're twins. What are you talking
about?
Well, listen, I want to talk about the book because, like we said at the beginning, you have a lot of experience, unfortunately, with being bullied in the workplace. Tell us what inspired you to really write the book. It's based off of a lot of true experiences, isn't it?
That is correct. And everything in it is most certainly true. And so what I've done is I've created a survival guide, and it's not a long read. It's just enough, just enough to give women who are struggling or those who even have gone through this already, just an opportunity to have some strategies, some coping mechanisms as they are navigating some toxic work environments. And what I've done is I've coupled it with my own experiences just to make it, give it some relevance, if you will. And what inspired me, Anna, is I was going through an experience and it was really, really tough. And a good friend of mine said, don't give up, don't quit. Why don't you write about it?
Ooh.
And it empowered me and it got me through those tough days. And I would just go in my car and just write about what happened, and so I really felt like I needed to empower others as I started talking about it. And I realized that it wasn't just me. I wasn't crazy after all. And so at that moment I said, we just don't know what to do. Many of us don't know what to do and don't have anyone to turn to.
But isn't that unfortunate that it actually does happen in the workplace, that this is a real matter that makes you have to write about it? But it's a good thing. I think that people do struggle with this because it hurts their self, their person. And they think, man, am I not good enough? Am I not, enough for this job? And that's couldn't be further from the truth. I think most of the time the people that end up hurting you or making fun of you, hurt people. But also people that are criticizing or bullying you usually are the ones that are not doing more than you. I just talked about this.
Absolutely.
And so tell me about the type of coping mechanisms that you put in the book in place for people to help them out.
Let me start by saying, just to piggyback on what you just said. So my hashtag is going to be, let me be great. Right? Because you're correct. Those that are usually bullying aren't the ones that are really pushing the agenda as far as the mission or the vision of the organization or the employer, if you will. And so they want to, dummy down or minimize or almost kind of really what I felt like is kind of kill that spirit of excellence. Right? And so nonetheless, some of the tips that I give kind of ties in with policy and procedure. As far as it pertains to documenting. I also talk about coping and how to survive it by having friends, even if it's one good friend, right? But I also talk about how you need to at least have two. One who will be crazy with you, like who did it? Where are they at, right? You got to have those moments.
And the other one that brings you back though, right?
There you go. And the other one that just says, okay, let's talk about this. Let's be strategic because I don't want you to lose your job today. Right? And keeps you centered. But it's important to have those individuals that really believe in you and believe that what is happening to you is real. Right? And so one other tip that I talk about as well is just really flipping the script. And you hit the nail on the head. Hurt people. And I think when we take that personal piece out of it, as you begin to question yourself, I think that really helps you to drive through the turmoil. When you realize that at the end of the day, it's really not about you, it's about them and their insecurities.
Man, and that's hard
and
to even get to that point, right?
And because that takes a long time to get there.
Absolutely, your mind is powerful, and I think that it is going to give people hope that I'm not the only one. It's unfortunate that it happens, but maybe you need to pick one of these up. How can people get their hands on it?
Yes, ma'am. So it's published on Amazon, so it's an ebook, and we also have the hard copy that's available as well.
Amazon, go get yourself one. Well, listen, we're women. Obviously, you've experienced it in the workplace, but men experience it also.
Yes.
And we have a special guest that you brought with you, Leroy. He's going to be joining us to give us some male perspective in just a sec. We'll be right back.